will bring estimate at completion labor. Here we will bring the variance at completion labor. Okay, so if we just utilize little bit of space, so you can bring one more very important prescriptive KPI which will be used for our prescription, that what needs to be done. So I will bring that here. And that is my TCPI labor. It is minus 1.43. the data is showing minus 1.43. we need to look that, and it is actually my decimal number and 2 digits. Okay, fine, but the formula says why it is minus. We just need to confirm that it shouldn't be minus actually. So I was looking at why it is negative. So what I found so far, that we have used for TCPI the formula which is a little static formula. We need to make it more dynamic. We have said that the budget minus earned divided by the budget minus actual should give us, which is accurate, there is no problem. But this is applicable only when your actual cost is, or actual labor is not superseded the budget. Right now if you see that my budget is 7.69 and my actual is more, so definitely formula will give us the negative value, and it is giving us kind of wrong value. So what we need to do, what actually happens, once you are let's say I am standing at almost end of the project. So once you are at the end of the project or near the end of the project, you must revise your budget, because you foresee that the budget control is not going to happen. We need to revise, we need to re-estimate. So then your formula will become the estimated completion minus actual, because you see here estimated completion is saying you are going to spend more than your budget. Budget was this, you have spent a lot of actual more than the earned, so it is most likely your estimated completion will be more. So in that case what we need to change the formula which is more suited now, that here that the estimated completion labor, which is this minus this. So this way we will forget about this negative, we will get rid of this negative value, and the TCPI will also give us that we need to work more productive, more than one value should come, so that it will tell us that we need to increase our rate of working. Actually it is saying 0.95. so now we need to understand that what does that mean. It is saying that we need to be 5% more productive, we need to save in fact 5% of our labor in the remaining scope of work. What is the remaining scope? Remaining scope is our planned value, sorry, not planned value. So far planned value is this, we need budget minus this, which is estimate to complete this. In the remaining work we need to save 5% of productivity, so that we will reach here, and it is telling us that negative value we are going to overrun by this amount. So in case if the next month or next whatever the scope is remaining we are effective, we can take decision, then definitely we will go and save the, not necessarily we will bring inside the budget because it is already overrun, so we can minimize the impact. So the sooner we do all these things, the better it is for the project, so that the project can be successful, because we can take better decisions. So we will be doing these things so oftenly in the reports to understand what decisions needs to be taken. So this is one of the things. So far we have seen that dashboard is not going to help us to take the decision. Dashboard is only telling me that what I should do, but where I need to do, means it is telling me that I need to save 4% of the productivity in the remaining work. Which remaining work, which areas? For that we need to have a report which we will be developing in the other part, in the same part in other further dashboards, means further windows, so that remaining work for all the heads which are our control points, it will be helping us a lot to take the decisions. So far this is the value. Same thing I will be doing for this part, so that we will know the cost. So cost will help us to understand also in the form of cost. This is in the form of labor. So for cost, what I'm going to do, let's say I'm going to take value from here, this part, copy them and paste here. Okay, and we can change the color. If you need to change between them, you can change the color as well. Let's say it is here. I hope everything is fine so far. Yes. So this is my cost schedule, SPI. So SPI of cost should come here now, which is this. CPI of my cost should come here. Estimate to complete cost. This. Estimate at completion cost. And here variance at completion cost, and in the end to complete performance index of cost. It is saying 0.07. Why? Because now if we see, we are standing almost end of the project, so estimate to complete is only 2 million and our cost variance is a lot. We are 29 million efficient in our works, so we don't need to be worried about that. So here we are using the same formula, which is budget at completion. In TCPI, if I talk about TCPI, we are using here budget at completion minus actual cost. So you can use here the estimated completion as well. Estimated completion is 356 right now. So if we see that, what will happen if we bring, let's say, estimated completion, so you can check that as well. Estimated completion of what? Cost minus this. So this will also give us, based on the current situation, that what is our predictive KPI is forecasting. It is forecasting that we will end up with this amount. So based on that, what is our TCPI? In order to finish into this amount, you need to do this kind of working. Okay, you can be you need your CPI should be 1.08 in the next remaining work, so that you can finish into your until the estimated completion point. So what does that mean? If you are earning, let's say, 1 dirham or 1 million, you can spend 1.08 against that, against remaining work. Still you will be finishing at this level, this point, estimated completion. Okay, because my new target is this estimated completion. I have set my goal, where in TCPI I have set the goal that my estimated completion is this, so I want to reach this value. This is my assessment date, so give me what I need to do. It says your productivity should be 1.08. so 1.08 means whatever you have earned, you can spend 8% more in the remaining work. Still you will be finishing on this part. Okay, so that's how you can see all these things. We can discuss these things in the report analysis, because we need to go into from dashboard into report to take decisions, to have firm you can say decision making for right actions, that what needs to be done in the project. So I think this dashboard is quite enough. We just need to do a little bit of thinking. Let's say I will change these to another color if I want to. What is the color right now for them? If I go into, sorry, color, background color is this. Let's say if I make this color, so category data labeling, I need to make the white color. Yes, and this below category should be also white. Yeah, it came fine. So it is little better to have a distinguished value a little bit from the above, from the others. So it makes a dashboard which is your progress dashboard which is telling you everything based on that. So you can bring more activity codes here. Let's say I want to bring something else here. I want to bring my I should write here the cluster. So we need to go into the title item, I think, or title. We need to check the slicer header. Yeah, it is my cluster. So it is now cluster here, and I will bring here my, let's say critical or not critical. Let's say I will bring the status. For status, I will go into my fact table, and from here I can bring my activities. Status is here to bring. So now status will show me the in progress, completed, how many in progress activities. You just click here and the data will be changing for the in progress see, in progress activity data is changing. These are the things going on for in progress activities. Okay, for completed, if you put completed, the data will be shown for these activities. So far we didn't bring here the trends, the SPI trend, CPI trend, cost variance, schedule variance trends. So trend analysis we can do in another dashboard, because all the information in one dashboard is not possible either. So you can put them in other for the analysis purpose. So this dashboard is done. So in the next you can say tab, I will be making another dashboard, and now we need to develop few more, 3-4 dashboard needs to be developed, because it's a complete system. We need to utilize all the key performance indicators in order to have a very good automated system. So let's move to the other part. So what we can do now, we can make a duplicate of this dashboard, because all the themes are already here. So we can do a very quick dashboard for, let's say, the same progress dashboard. And what I want here, let's say name it 1. So in this dashboard we want to bring the clustered value, not the S curve, because if we are looking right now S curve. So if you enlarge that value and you see, you will be looking for the S curve, but we may want to see the clustered value with this combination. So whatever feels better. So simply I will just remove these values. What are these values? I want to bring my estimate earned value cost distribution in this part like this, and I also want to bring my planned value cost distribution here, and now I want to bring the actual cost as well. So here the actual cost is okay. So these are the, if you want to make a combination like this, we can use. If you want a data labeling on, so that can be done from here. It's all up to you if you want. So it will be like this. Similarly here, I will just close these values and bring the labor values now, and the labor values, planned value labor in this form, and the earned value labor will be, this is earned value labor here, and the actual labor will be here. So now actual labor is also planned value, earned value, actual, planned value cost, earned value cost, actual cost. So the same dashboard is also ready. So we can use this or the other one for the combination, whatever feels better to us. Furthermore, what we can do, we need to bring some trend analysis. So I will do a duplicate. So in duplicate, I'm going to make a trend analysis. Here we want to bring our descriptive trends. Trend analysis. Okay, so in trend analysis, what we need, I actually don't want these values because they are in my main dashboard. I don't want them either. Instead of these values, let's say I will just make it little bit behind so that my scale is fine. This designing part always takes time, so we need to be very patient and we need to be very critical thinker for that. What we want here right now, what I want to see the SPI trend, I want to see the schedule variance trend for cost and labor both. So I want to know them how the trend was proceeding in my past, in my project in past. So let's say here this is cost wise in above, so I want to bring here the SPI and CPI of the cost. So let's bring this is my cost, CPI of the cost in, let's say, line value or column value, whatever you put it comes. Yeah, it's not good, we need to put in line. For that it's better to have this one. Okay, so lines are here, and also I need to have the SPI. We can put in same values or the two different, you see, like that. So these values are correct because whatever we have done so far, we are almost into the 6th or 7th hour of our training. So whatever we have done previously, so the data is coming accurate, we know that. We need to see the source. Maybe if this suddenly rise is coming in the CPI, so maybe it is happening due to some reason. See, it is possible, these things are possible. Sometimes it happens because maybe all of a sudden your cost shoots so much, or all of a sudden your progress done so much, you didn't put values accurately in the P6. It can happen, but the values are correct, I know that, and we will verify these things later. So what is happening here, SPI and the CPI. So we can add some marks in them if we want. We can go to some shapes, let's say shapes, marker, yeah, like that. So if you want to do, we can do that as well. And if you want some, you can bring here, for example, you are not looking right now properly what are the months. If it is not showing, okay, it is not showing properly. If I go one above, yeah, this is my year. Now these are the months. So maybe it is not showing month properly. If you drag down, still it is not. So there is one more way. You can always put this as well as a month number. Let's say if I don't use this one, what I can use else is the index. If I put the index here, it will be month numbers, 1 2 3. You can use 15 month, 20th month. So it's all up to you what you want to use. Okay, so these are my not planned values. I want to change the title as well. So just come to title, and that will become my SPI and CPI cost. Okay, similarly I want to have the SPI schedule variance. Okay, I need to just reduce that so that both are on the, because same axis is going to be used for them. Now if I check both are same or not. Apparently both are same now. So we want to make this fine. What we want here, first I will just change the title. I want here schedule variances, schedule variance and cost variance of cost. We can put the percentage and we can put the value whatever we feel. So let's bring the percentages of schedule and cost variance. Cost variance percentage is here, and now I will bring my schedule variance percentage here, let's say here, and I want to change them to this part, let's say like this. Okay, so now they are behaving like this line and the color shade. If I bring them in one scale, one axis, they will be like this. So it's up to you how you want to analyze your data and monitor them. So this is my schedule variance, and there is one more option of doing this. Okay, I think it's fine. You can draw the line here, that the border line where if something is above, something is below, so it can be done. Let's say if I go into this area and my constant line, I want to add this for constant line number 1, which I want to color as a red color, and I want it to be dashed this at 0, and there should be a second, okay, another constant line. I want it to be colored, not the third one. Okay, this is coming for, okay, the axis is this for primary axis, and for secondary axis I think there should be a value I didn't find so far. Let's say if I bring them in same axis, which is not much readable, this can be done. So it's your choice. If you want to bring another line, I think you need to just look how it can come here, so no big deal. So here also, if you want, we can bring the line. For that we are using here the SPIs and CPIs. So far it seems values are so much increased. See, if you see this, so what I will do, just go a little back, because this value needs to be corrected in P6. So something is suddenly put here, actual cost or earned cost, so that's why it is taking CPI a lot above, which is abnormal, and we need to just make sure. So now it seems little better. So what we can do, we can put a line to anything which is above 1 or below 1. This is our criteria in SPI and CPI. So here we will put the value at 1 as well. Here the value is at 0, so in that case the constant line value can be at 1. Add line, okay, make it color red for indication, and the value is 1. Okay, it is here, fine. So both the values are in different axes, it is showing. So what you can do, you can for a better understanding, always put in tooltip something. For example, I have put this, so it is going to give me a good reason, understanding that on which week or month number or week number my data is being shown. So similarly here I will put something in tooltip index. It's very useful for analysis purpose. This is, so these are the cost wise analysis. Now below I also want for labor. So for labor, what I need, let's say I will simply copy that, I will put it here, let's say like this, and you can remove this part and this part. So what I will bring, I will bring the labor related data, SPI labor, and my CPI labor. This is it. So now it is showing the data as well. So later we will be reading them, how it is how this information is coming out of the data, what is the meaning of it. Okay, I will copy this part now, yeah, it's here. Here should be SPI. I think SPI we have lost, so I will bring the SPI from the other dashboard. You can bring from here as well, copy the data, it is here, SPI. So in that case, what I need, I want to change my cost variance and schedule variance of cost into schedule variance of labor and cost variance of labor. So these are the values shown here. So if you don't want them in same graph or same chart, you can just put one here, the other here, it is also good. Let's say we can try if it makes sense. Let's say I will remove this from here and this from here. Yeah, you can have these as well. If you want to have a separate SPI and CPI also, you can put all these graphs there. So in that case, keep it like that, no problem. So these are my SPI, CPI, all for labor and cost. Here this title should be changed. The title I'm going to change is, this is my schedule variance of labor. So now we know that earned value is happening in two ways, okay, labor and cost. So if the data is coming properly, we can have so much advantage of having such dashboards and reports, because whatever working we have done so far, it is not going to be repeated. We have done it once and everything will be automatically connected. If you want to have change the scale weekly or monthly, you just need to change into the source and all the data will be converted for weekly analysis. Okay, so this is SPI, CPI labor, SPI, CPI cost, schedule variance, cost variance. I can put that percentage as well so that it is shown in percent. Schedule variance percent, cost variance percent, cost. Okay, so this is only, I think this one is, I need to just check. This is schedule variance labor. So title will be schedule variance percent labor. For that, title will be cost variance percent labor. So far it is done. So these trend analysis are also done, so we can check them for the critical activities and non-critical activities, finished activities, non-finished activities, whatever is available there, we can check that. Project controls dashboard, and I can write here in this part trend analysis, or we can say descriptive trend analysis, seems little better, or just little bit reduced, yeah. Project controls dashboard descriptive analysis seems fine. Okay, so now we need to go into the detailed reports, because we have done only the dashboard level things now. So the next things will be our detailed reports, what we can use in the detailed reports. So for that, what I will do, I will take the data from the same sheets in order to proceed. So let's say I will take the data from here, duplicate, I want to make this sheet as a detailed cost report, and in that part what we will require, we will not require these labor because this is a cost report. We can remove them simply. We don't need labor, we don't need at least this labor as well. Okay, we don't need this labor, we do not need the time as well, because time is not going to help us in the reports. Dates we will be requiring, but we will using in other ways, so at least we can keep them, maybe we need that. So we need to delete these two. You can make your own dashboard anytime, most welcome, and you can share with us as well if you develop these reports and dashboard by your own. Okay, so we will think if we need this value here or not, but we will most definitely be needing something which is our matrix, because we need to create the reports. For reports we need the matrix. So let's see, I will just minimize that little bit, remove that. For matrix we will bring this part and we will see what we can do out of that. Okay, so in matrix what we need, this is the point where we will be using the activity codes most oftenly, means the maximum we can use. So first of all, let's bring the activity ID in a row. All the activities IDs are here. You can bring the activity name as well under that. Not from this area, actually we need to bring it from the fact table. So open the fact table. From fact table ID, from fact table name, two things. And if I need, let's say, my area or zone, I will bring that at top. This is now going to show here zone. Actually there should be zone, it's written area. And I, let's say, bring the cluster here for cluster, and let's say above that BOQ. Now my BOQ is also shown here. So what else do we need in the column? In column we can check basically it's a detail, so we can check the time. We can bring our time here, so we want to see what happened in each time period. So let's say I will bring the dates here in the column, and I don't want quarter hierarchy. From here you can change the hierarchy, let's say from this to column, and change the hierarchy. The columns will be expanded. Now they are expanded. Okay, we need to change some themes here also, we will look into that. So what else do we need? This we are just looking for that, for you can say little bit of layout, then we will decide what type of things we can put here and there. So what is going to be in this part, here we can have cost variance and schedule variance. Here we can have SPI, CPI in each month to see against each of the values, because we need to put some KPIs in order to get the result. So in each time period as well. So let's say if I bring in little part, okay, if I bring, we can just decide what we need. Okay, if this is my SPI, so I also need the CPI. So let's say if I take little part of that for SPI and little part for the CPI, that might also help. We don't need that, we don't need that. We might be needing all these values in order to take some conclusions. So here first make little bit of formatting. So here font color is this white, and column header, I think I need to have a background color of dark green. It should, yeah, it is here. Font is white, it's here, fine. And what about these things? Row header, font is this, it is going to be disappeared, yeah, and the color is dark green. Okay, makes sense. Let's say if I drill that down, so what will be the situation? Okay, further and further. Okay, this is the situation coming for us, and we might need to have the values. Let's see what is the situation. It is saying font, okay, alternate rows as well. So font color for my this value is black. For what value? Let's say first I need to bring the value to see it, its cost. So I want to bring my schedule variance, percent cost or cost variance. Let's say first I will bring the schedule variance. Where I want to bring that? I want to bring that into the values here. So just put them into the values. So they are here now, you can see them. Okay, so if I just drill them up, one more, Yes, we can see that. It is. So this is telling that in each time period, which is month or let's say week, month, what was my schedule variance at each of the activity, means each of the activity code. So that can tell me what is the situation going on. I can see the overall from above, which we will be putting there, and then below we can see what is the situation in schedule variance and the cost variance. Well, this is schedule. Let's say if I bring cost variance here, what will be the situation? Is it readable or not? We can check that. See, schedule variance, cost variance, both are coming together, so it's a subjective thing again, whether it is readable or not. Let's see. Okay, so it can be readable and it can be, it's all up to you. So I'm just looking for the space, if I can adjust the space here. Or if we put cost variance above, like we need this is space, this type of area at least. Or if we can just make it little bit this, no, I think it's enough. So what we can bring here, we need to give some indications here, which we will give. Secondly, what else I need here to do schedule variance, I need to format little bit more these rows and the values. First of all, this subtotal I don't need at row level, okay, and also at the column level. First of all, yeah, at row level, if we need that, apply to labels. Yeah, row level, just let me check if it, yeah, I think it's at total level, fine, which is fine. If I just drill down, it is giving the total. Okay, so okay, so we can choose that of manually, that at what level we need or do not need. Yes, so we can check from here as well. So by default, let's open that, no issue. I just want to check why it is black. No, I don't want to apply label. Yeah, because of that. Okay, so now we need to have little bit more values which are having alternate values as well. So what we can bring here, background color white, and alternate background color is, let's say, this. Yeah, little bit better. And with alternate background color is not black, so I think this background color needs to be checked. If we make this, because these are the themes little bit I always select and adjust. This is too much, I think I shouldn't be doing this. This is too much coloring, and make the background white. You can skip this part if you already know these things, but I'm just adjusting them here so that things are okay in the form of dashboard. Okay, so we will proceed with these values and we can check alternate color is fine. So now we need to give little conditions to that what type of colors should be to these values as per the results. Before that, what we want to do, these are the cost related values, fine, and we can do one thing more, we can bring more values here. So let's say at least this space I can bring all these values, copy them and paste them here. And these values are going to be very important for us because we need to use them for analysis purpose. So what these values are going to be, it is going to be my, let's say first of all it is going to be my filter cost. I want to put it as a filter cost. Here I want to put as plan percent. So whatever I have so far, first of all I am going to put that. This is going to be a percent. This is going to be my earned cost, so this will be my earned percent, earned value cost percent, that is here actual cost percent. This is at top. This is my schedule variance percent. Schedule variance cost percent. Okay, and now it is going to be my cost variance cost percent, not yeah, cost variance cost percent. This is my SPI, we have already here, no problem. And what else do we need? We need to have the percentage for, we can remove SPI from here and CPI here, we don't need percent for that. We need here estimate to complete and its percent, estimate to complete and its percent, and estimate at completion and its percent. Sorry, I need to bring that back. Yes, so in here I will bring estimate at completion and its percent. Okay, it is going to be 92% of the project. This variance I need to bring percent, and this, sorry, this variance I need to, yeah, percent is here, and TCPI is actually TCPI, we don't need to change that either. So from here what I'm going to do, I'm going to just move these two to the other part, bring that here, bring that here. Their percentages are with them now. Okay, TCPI is here and this value is here. Fine. So budgeted total cost, instead of that we can put here the filtered cost, which I need to bring from, I need to call it filter cost, because filter cost mean whatever filter you have applied, it will be changed accordingly. So we will put that in a moment. So far we have done that. This will be our detailed report where we will be seeing the key KPIs. These are my KPIs which will be telling me the cost variance and the schedule variance difference against each of the item, BOQ head or the area, zone, floor, whatever you put here. So it will give me where I am good, where I am bad. So before that, at least we need to give them some coloring, so indication. So let's go into that to give some indication here. So select this, and in here we have these two values. So first of all, I will go into conditional formatting and the background color. We want to change this color. So color criteria now we need to set. So color scale, not color scale, we want to have a rule for this. If what is this schedule variance? If schedule variance is, let's say, greater than 0 number, if it is greater than 0, so that means it is a positive value. So and less than, let's say less than or equal to 100 number, means we are putting number, not the percent, we need to see that. Then color should be green. So for green, what I do usually, I use these colors, traffic colors. So for that the code is this. I will copy the code from here and I will put it into this part, so it will bring the color for me. Okay, it should bring the color this way. Okay, I need to go back. It put actually the other color which shouldn't be, so I will just change the color again. The color is in this part 0 0. Rule this greater than 0, 100 number 0085. Okay, so I have put this color here. Now it is working fine. So if I change this to this color, because I was testing, now this is our color for one case. What are the other cases? If my schedule variance, I'm working on schedule variance, is, let's say, is 0 number, so the color should be, I will just copy from here this color, copy. So the color should be this. Okay, and fine. And if the rule says the value is greater than, and let's say minus 100 number and less than 0 number, okay, so the value should be this one. So in that case, my value here is going to be red, and we will see the situation now. See all these areas. We can change the font as well. For these values, the font can be white based on that. So schedule variance, conditional formatting, and font color, same thing. Rule 1 2 3, if it is greater than 0 number, less than 100 number, so the whatever the situation is, the font should always be white. If it is 0, font should be white. If it is greater than minus 100 number less than 0 number, font should be white. You see, the fonts are now white, so they are more appearable. So far I think we do not have any orange or yellow color case here. It can come anytime, no issue. Yeah, here it is. So we will now have for the cost variance the same criteria, or you can set your criteria, whatever criteria you feel better. Rules for this: greater than 0 number, less than 1, let's say this, and the color is this. For that one means positive is 0 number, the color should be this. Greater than minus 100 number, less than 0 number, color should be this. So the cost variance will also be now coming here, so we can see both cost variance and this. So So you can check the format for cost variance color as well. Simply I will go into, why I'm spending so much time here, because once the report is ready, then it's only duplicate, you need to do duplicate, so you can later find out what is going on. I mean easily to copy paste, so the criteria and everything is already there. So font color same, in all the cases font will be same, 1 2 3, greater than 0, number less than 100, number, font will be positive, font will be positive, and is 0 greater than minus 100, number 0, number, and this font will be positive, white for them as well. So now you can see. So this way now you need to see if you are looking for cost variance or schedule variance, so you need to work for that. So but this is how your situation will be looking. So if you want to check the area, you just bring the area above, so the values are not changed as per the area. Similarly, if I just bring that down back, so the values are filtered as per the BOQ. So this is, so further we need to refine that. So same sheet we can make for the labor as well, because we need to work for labor. So labor sheet will be ready as well, just like need to duplicate that simply. So if I do duplicate the page, so next sheet will be detailed labor report. Now after that we will go for the cost and labor summary reports, that are also very important, and then we will do 1 or 2 reports for the resource management, and then this reporting will be done. Then we will go into the integration of drawings layout hopefully, and then we will analyze the report and see how we can bring our data on routine basis from P6. So we have made duplicates. So in labor now we need to change few things. First of all, we will bring here the schedule variance of labor. These are here, so I will just remove these 2 values, and I want to bring now here the schedule variance of labor. So labor will be here in earned value labor and cost variance labor. This similarly we will bring here schedule variance labor. In fact, we should bring the percentage of that, and similarly we will bring the percentage of schedule variance. Yes, so here we need to give make them percentage as well. First, they are not in percentage, they are now in percentage. In fact, I need to make for cost as well. Cost variance in percentage as well. Yes, so we can give the condition. A condition will be the background color, and before that, let's say color rules. We want to make rule for if greater than 0 number and less than 1000 number should be the green color. Now we need to see which green it was, because we are using the same color everywhere. So the other 2 rules says is equal to 0 number is greater than minus 1000 0 number, yeah, and 0 is, so this should be yellow, should be red. So these colors will be changing now. So before that, one thing more, I have just little bit modified the cost report in order to make it more readable, more understandable for analysis purpose. So I will explain that later as well, what is the purpose of this, how what we are using here. So why I came here, actually I want to copy the color coding of this. So the color code is this for the green. So I will go here. In fact, yes, we can change the color, copy from here, format it, go in there and paste it here. See, yeah, colors. Now I need to go in here. Okay, it's not there, so this is our bad luck. So what we will do, we will come here and put it again, greater than 0, less than 1000, whatever number. Color code is this, so make it like this. For other one, color code is this. Copy that, you can do that by yourself easily if you remember. Actually I did not pasted these codes and I don't remember them either, so that's why. It is 0 number, color should be this, and the last one is just quickly conditional formatting. I think data is changing. Sometimes DAX take a lot of time. This color is actually this one, so go in here and click here, schedule variance, conditional formatting, background color, and the new rule says it should be greater than -1000 number, and here is less than 0 number, so the color code is this. Okay, so now we can see these colors are appearing here. Same we will do for the cost variance, percent labor. These rule is equal